So François, we're in the new atelier of Massoc Frères, but not very new really, new to the family, but also, you know, you've reused an old winery and you've reused a lot of old equipment that we used to use in Chile. So can you tell me a bit about, you know, how you've come to refurbish some of the kind of old winery equipment here in southern Chile?
Okay, in fact, it's the atelier Noelle and François Massoc.
Okay.
Because the real owner is my wife, Noelle. So
she wears the trousers.
I'm just a pretty face, that's all. So what we did that, we are not inventing nothing, we are just using, again, giving a second life to all vats, but we clean it very well. We took every step out and clean it, and then assemble again all the staves in that place, in those bases, to make half of the work by gravity. And they work very well, they're very clean, they are very old woods, so we're very happy to have this kind of material in the winery that normally is very expensive, very hard to find, and we had it here, and we reestablish, we renew it, and they work fantastic.
Excellent. So, you know, you've worked as a cooper, you've got this great experience with barrels, and this in particular is Rauli, so not oak, it's a native Chilean beech, if I'm right?
Yeah, it's a kind of Chilean oak. They are, those vats were very old, close to 100 years old, and then you need to add the age of the tree. So I can say very accurate how old these woods, these states really are.
They're old.
That they work quite different than the French oak.
Okay.
They are not they do not work on the same way for the same purpose. This is very good to ferment, and in some cases, depending how you design your tank, your vat, it can be used to age, but it has almost a very low influence in the wine. So for aging, I still believe that the best wood is French oak, but these work very well to ferment.
Excellent.
Yeah, and the shape that you can give, it's very good for reds.
Super. And so this, what we're actually tasting is your Pais, which I believe does get fermented in here. Can you tell me a bit about, you do foot treading, what's the kind of process for the Pais?
It's quite boring if you want to have a...
Just give us the highlights.
So it's very simple. We put by gravity the grapes, the full grape. We don't crush the grapes. We take out the stems, the stems. And what we do is we try to have a very slow starting on alcoholic fermentation and a very slow ending. So we take our time. So we put the grape here. While we put in the grape, normally it's me, the guy who is inside, crushing a little bit.
You have to be quite tall, I guess.
That's the reason why I'm the one who goes inside, because I'm the one who can have
just get your head out.
the head out. It's not because I'm the heaviest or I'm the winemaker. No, it's because I'm the tallest. That's the only reason. And I crush a bit with my feet while I'm putting the grapes all over. And then we let start, we give the time, and after that we take out the free wine, we take the grapes, we press, we assemble everything. If there is some residual sugar, we let ferment a little bit more in the tank, and then we put by gravity in French oak barrels. Excellent. On different sizes.
Excellent. And you know, talking about patience, this is a wine of much patience, because not only are the vines 200 years old, so incredibly old vines of Pais, but you also, you know, keep this in the bottle, in the barrel for a long time. Tell me about your approach to Pais, because often we drink Pais very fresh, very young. Tell me a bit about your kind of process of making a more age-worthy Pais.
Okay. Everyone knows that I'm passionate of Burgundy. I studied there, I worked there, so it's like a second home for me. My first home is Chile. Even if I am French, I feel Chilean. I was born here, so for me, the Pais is like the Chilean Pinot Noir. If you love the grape, if you work properly the vineyard, you can have wine very fine, very elegant, and with a very important longevity. So that's one of the points that I'm trying to prove with this kind of wines. Taking the time, so it ferments on 3-4 weeks. Then I keep, depending the year, depending the structure of the wine, between 18 to 24 months in French oak barrels, and then I keep in the bottle for 2 years before releasing. So I want to prove that it can age, that it can be a fine and elegant and long wine. I think that it's one of my more important goals, to prove that you can make a world-class wine from Pais, from Itata.
Excellent. I think you've certainly achieved it. It's delicious. It's got lots of kind of nuanced aromas, a little bit of that kind of wild forest kind of coming in there, but also really lovely kind of earthy, beautiful, delicious aromas that I associate with Pinot Noir as well. So this is very interesting.
It keeps the typicity of the Pais. It's easy to recognize that it's a Pais, a pure Pais. It's a single vineyard. We believe it's a 200 years old vineyard. We don't have any certificate, nothing, even not the owner. It's Juan Hinojosa, the owner. And but it's quite clean. It's in a slope of 60% degrees slope.
Wow.
It's impressive. We are harvesting 2022 now.
Excellent.
So it's a great moment to talk about this wine.
Excellent. Oh, it's delicious. Well, thank you for sharing with us. Good luck with Vintage 2022.
Thank you.